same evils year after year. They are not brave enough to look them in the eyes and tell them goodbye forever.
السلام عليكم.
That's why the parasites took so much
البناء القديم
care and attention to convince the public that it is scary and harmful
خارق.
to be part of
بني آدم
such
القديم.
actually exorcism ceremonies
صار
with
منه.
very high success rate
تبارك
because
الله.
in this type of environment the parasitic
Tourist.
possession goes to go away, and that is completely different from the distortions of consciousness which are caused by parasitic laboratory drugs which are usually sold on the streets. These are like black and white, so much different things. But the methods which I'm going to describe further in these videos, they're not, they don't necessarily involve difficult ceremonies
Italia.
and visions. By microdosing for, let's say,
بلاد
1
الأوثان.
couple of months, one will get the same effect
هذا عالم
that one
الأوثان.
have achieved in a single strong ceremony. Now, in many countries,
رول
one of
الأوثان.
the ingredients of the ayahuasca brew, which is the ayahuasca vine, is actually
مباني
legal. And in many countries,
الأوثان.
iboga is also legal. Now, how to cook and what to prepare to be ready for the upcoming plagues, unknown viruses, terrible sicknesses, which are not only in the prophecies, even the Dajjal servants are openly giggling in the media and telling the people what is about to come. It is highly unlikely that there will be shaman helping you with the sacred plants. So it's a good idea to become yourself. And the beginning of that is to carefully listen to this playlist. It's an old one. Most of the videos in this playlist are unlisted. They don't show on the channel pages. The reason is that YouTube flashes all kinds of nasty ads.
خواص
on them.
ما مشيجي.
There is no way to
عالم
deactivate
كامل
that,
خواص.
so please close your eyes. Do not
عالم
watch
الأقواس.
this ad. I'm not getting paid for
لندن.
that. They are unremovable. See the videos and especially this
لندن يا
one,
لندن.
which is part of the playlist. And now I will start introducing
مباني
different sacred plants one by one, starting with the
أصحابه.
bottom, which I think is kind
شنو
of the
شو
best
لنا؟
one for beginners. Because first
عرب
of all,
وفرنسا
you
ألمانيا
don't need to
وإيطاليا
cook
وأسبانيا
anything.
وبلجيكا
You just
والسويد وفنلندا
ingest root bark
Mm.
powdered, and it works. Second of all,
مش قول عيش صويرة.
although of course very expensive,
لكن بالله يمت
probably at the
صويرة.
end it may turn out to be
أوه لا لا.
cheaper than ayahuasca in terms of counting the possible failures when you
شنو هذا؟
cook ayahuasca.
ما
and,
هذا؟
the endeavor involved in cooking it, and also not every
نروح
batch
هنايا.
of aya is strong. Although aya and iboga ideally should be used together when we talk about microdosing, they can be also taken together at the same time, very little. Don't mix in the ceremony.
عالم الخيال.
Don't do that.
توضي.
It is not really
قدامك.
dangerous. It
ما
is
كتبانش
just
لك.
not for beginners. Once you become comfortable in using all kinds of sacred plants, you will be discovering such mixtures yourself. But for a beginning, iboga is very predictable in the sense that effects correspond very precisely to the amount you take. And another good thing is that the dosages which I'm going to outline, they're much, much smaller than, let's say, 20, 30 or even more grams, which are taken for a real ceremony with visuals, as they do in Africa, from where this amazing magical
هي
comes
التورست هي
from.
الدين.
The microdosing, which I
استغلينا العالم
recommend
القديم.
for all kinds of heavy infections and viruses, unknown plagues, contagious,
باش
dangerous,
نخبيو
deadly
الفرطة.
diseases,
باش نخبيو
are far,
الفرشة.
far lower, maybe maximum
القاعدة
2 grams.
قديمة من
Also
البناية اللي
depends
الفوق.
on the
دونك
weight.
اللي
So
جاو
some
بناو
people
الفوق
may reach
قدم
3 or
جدد
4
من اللي
grams.
بناو
So it is
لتحت، واللي
nowhere
بناو
near
تاني لتحت جدد من اللي
20,
باني
30,
لتحت.
40
أنا ثلاثة
grams
القواعد هنايا قدم.
which the Africans ingest for visions. So one can very precisely weigh in
Severe.
terms of the weight of the medicine which one ingests, regulate how much deep one wants to go in the spirit world. While with Aya, there will be lots of surprises. You know, sometimes you take a little and it's too visual, and sometimes you drink an entire glass and there is no result. It's not like this with Iboga. It's very easy to dose. Now, the founder of the Maya Ethnobotanicals, he has
خدمة.
done some pioneering
خدمة أخويا
work. He
الخدمة.
developed this protocol for microdosing
ما
in
كنخدموش
really
هادشي هنا.
very minute quantities, like homeopathic style, so little. And even that does miracles in terms of mind control. When I do meditation for weeks and still achieve results less than
لا يتصور هادشي
by
عقليا لا.
taking few of these drops.
شنو هاد
So I
الزواقات اللي
was
دايرين بهذا؟
kind enough to give 10% discount for all viewers of the channel. So these drops are good to meet the plant for the first time. But if you wanna go into curing
بزاف.
very serious conditions, cancer and anything else which is labeled as uncurable, you will have to go into a bit higher doses of 1 or a couple of grams. And when you get your supply of root bark, don't start with 1 gram. That will be really a lot probably for the first time you try it. Start with 1/10 or 1/8 of a gram. Watch this video first very carefully because the principle is the same.
البركان
And start
مزيان
with, let's say,
البركان.
1/10 of a gram, just a fraction of a pinch. And then increase it very slowly. Maybe
الدياغونالات
next time you can add 5%
طرقان
more,
الشوارع
not more
نيويورك.
than that. And continue so until a
فينيسيا.
dosage at which that is a sign that you have to stick to that dosage for some time until you master existing on that plane, and only then you can increase further. The best to try out new dosages is early in the morning before you have eaten or drunk anything. You can take it without water. The best is to take it just a pinch and swish it in the mouth for some time and then swallow it. And then be calm and in meditative state to feel the
عظامة.
effects, which usually last for 2 days.
إنهم الأوشان.
And on the
هادو
second
هما اللي
day,
عبدوا
there
أبي
could be some
لهب.
slight stirring or even
كيدا
discomfort.
شرو الصراحة
You
عذرتهم ولاش
might be
عبدوه؟
tired too early on these 2 days, too early in the evening. You may go to sleep earlier.
حيت
And
لقاهم
usually
في
it is
الطبيعة
the third day in the
لقاهم
morning that
نمدون
you will actually feel better.
وبداو يعبدوهم.
But the entire process as such will start within minutes or maximum half an hour.
إن الأوشان.
The dose. But let's say you take a
مدينة
small pinch and
الأوشان.
nothing
اللي
happens.
العدبة هو أنه
Okay, you may
الكلاسيك
try
اللي
to
تنقولوا
take another
كلاسيك.
very small pinch in 1 hour, but don't take
على أوشان
too
نظام
many in
كلاسيك.
1 day. Even
هذاك
if
مع
not
أصحاب
too much,
الأوشان.
because it accumulates and
إذا فهمت.
too fast.
هاد
So
الزواقة
do it very slowly. Start with 1 or 2 times per week.
السيناتور
Or
العالمية
you can do
في
every
السواري
day.
كل بلاد والسيناتورات ديالها.
Every day is also possible.
كابلاج
And quickly you will notice
قبل الضوء.
that your
بشاخ.
body, the sickness especially, develops a resistance to it, and then you will have to increase the dosage to get the
البران.
same effects. So
كلا
if
يقول
you
قول
read
ذبح
the
هنا.
commonly available information on Iboga, it is usually considered an addiction treating herb. But that's because the Westerners, they stumbled by chance upon one of the countless effects of the medicine. The truth is that it cures, I wouldn't be surprised if it is actually everything. And that's how they use it in Africa traditionally for stubborn, incurable, unknown diseases. I'm not very fond of all the literature available on the sacred plants on the internet because very often people try to put it under the chemical analysis denomination. This is really kindergarten stuff, you see? Because it has this chemical, it does this, and because of this really, it does more harm than educating the people, because the truth is that these are substances connected to magical spirits in higher doses when everything gets visual. Many people see actually spirits coming and doing, for example, surgeries on them,
خدمها صعبة.
showing them how to do
Netherlands.
something in life to get healed. For example, one lady,
أنا
she even had
Prepare.
booked an expensive surgery for something. She had a deformation of the neck or something.